Tuesday, July 22nd. Welcome into another episode of Daily Dingers brought to you by Better and Green. Tough day yesterday, guys. 0-3 for the show. We gave out three favorites, lost them all, so that really sets us back. Minus 3.8 units. Didn't think I was going to have a play yesterday. The more and more I looked over the card, the more and more I did like the Mariners. So I did bet the Mariners last night. If you follow me on Twitter at eBainbridge26, you can get all my official plays over there. Unfortunately, the Mariners don't come through. They lose 6-0. Got blown up in the sixth. Needed one out to get out of that inning with just one run against them, and couldn't get it. Ends up being 4-0. They had two more late in the game, and Mariners just couldn't even score. So, guys, it's back to paper trading for me. I've been very transparent over the last couple of weeks that I tread very lightly around this time of year. I just get eaten up, and it shows in the show record. We're 1-5 coming out of the break. Not doing well. 0-1 in official plays. Mariners was my first play out of the break, and it's going to set me back a little bit. I don't plan on betting the next couple of days again unless something really jumps out at me, but more so just going to paper trade here. Kind of see, write down my leans and see how we would do over the next few days. And once we start winning again, that's when I'll start betting. But I've done this long enough, multiple years in the MLB, where I've really damaged my bankroll during this time of season, right after the All-Star break. So I'm not going to do that again. If you're in the same boat, I would recommend doing the same thing. Just kind of write down your leans, track them, kind of see where you're at over the next week or so. And, if you start making money, then time to jump back in. But if not, I would kind of just do that method until things turn a little bit here. So I do have three more plays today. We only got 8 likes on the video yesterday, which is great. I'm not complaining about that, but we won't give out a fourth play. I don't even have a fourth play to give. I really don't like the card tonight, so that is okay. If we do get 10 likes and 3 comments, which I will be one of the comments, Ben will probably be a second comment, so really we just need 1 comment in there and 10 likes, I will give out a bonus play for tomorrow's slate. And then quick housekeeping, I have my final bachelor party of the summer this weekend. So we'll not have a video on Friday. I said yesterday we had a full slate. I forgot about that. So no video Friday. I believe I will have one on Thursday. But just a programming note there. Without further ado, let's get into the picks here. First game up, 6:40 Eastern start time. Baltimore and Cleveland playing game 2 of their 3-game series. Cleveland takes game 1, 10-5 in a high-scoring game yesterday. Sorry, this is a 4-game series between the Guardians and Orioles. Cleveland at home is minus 140 today. On the road, you can get Baltimore right around plus 115, plus 120. We're going to play the favorite again in Cleveland, and this is not a play I love, but here's the reasoning for it. Cleveland, I look to fade them coming out of the break, and they've played well. They're 3-1 out of the break. They won their last 2 games going into the break, so they're 5-1 over their last 6. Playing some pretty good baseball right now, and the Tigers, the team that they're chasing in that division, struggling, really struggling right now. Can't put runs on the board, losing games in bunches. So while the Guardians are still 10 games out, I think they're riding momentum, not only on their victories, but also seeing that the team they're chasing is really struggling right now. So I think that carries a lot of momentum into this game with Baltimore. Meanwhile, Baltimore has really just been a struggling team this whole season. I know they had a glimpse there where they were playing better ball, but just not a great team overall. They're facing lefty Joey Cantillo as the starter for the Guardians. Baltimore struggles with lefties, so I think the starting pitching edge is there for the Guardians. The spot is there for the Guardians. That's the way I would look. Minus 140. It's fairly high, but I think it's high for a reason. I like the Guardians in that game to get back to even on the season with a 50-50 win mark there. Look for the Guardians money line for play number 1. Play 2 and my favorite play of the game, 7:07 Eastern start time. We're going back to the Yankees and Blue Jays north of the border. Like the Yankees yesterday, they only get 1 run. Can't beat the Blue Jays. They lose 4-1. Blue Jays now minus 120. You can get the Yankees at even odds as the road underdog, and I'm going right back to the Yankees today. Like I said, out of the break on the show, we are 1-5. Our one win was fading Max Scherzer here we go. Get to fade Max Scherzer again today. On the mound, going for the Yankees, we have Cam Schlittler. 1-0 on the year. He's only pitched 5 innings, 7 Ks, 2 walks, 5.06 ERA, 1.13 WHIP. I don't know a ton about Schlittler, to be honest with you, and that's one of the reasons why this won't be an official play. But Toronto, they're gonna lose eventually. They've beat the Yankees now 4 times this month, 5 times going back to the last day of June. 5-0 against them. The Yankees are just too good of a team to keep losing to the same team over and over again. I expect the Yankees to get a win in this series, and I think going against Scherzer is as advantageous as you can get. And again, like I say, every time we fade Scherzer, the line value is just, it's always on the team going against Scherzer. So at even odds, give me the Yankees plus 100 on the money line in that game. That is my favorite play of the day. In our final play, we're going back to a game that we lost on yesterday, Milwaukee and Seattle, 9:40 Eastern start time. Like I said, like Seattle last night, made it an official play. They lose 6-0. We're not looking at a side in this one. We're going to look for a nerfy. Going to switch it up a little bit because I am mostly a sides better. And like I said, that has not worked out for me out of the All-Star break. So let's look towards a nerfy here. Usually I only bet nerfies in the first few weeks of the season, and I seem to find some success with those. And out of the All-Star break is kind of similar to the first few weeks of the season, so maybe that's going to be my new way to look. But on the mound, you have Jacob Misiorowski going for the Brewers. You have Logan Gilbert on the mound for Seattle. 2 very solid starting pitchers. And that's really the reason for the play. Don't love the card. And this was as good as any. Looked for a nerfy today just to feel it out and kind of see if maybe that's a more advantageous way to play these upcoming weeks. And that was my favorite one on the board. It is a little juicy, minus 155. Shop around, see if you can get that down a little bit. But I do like the pitching matchup in that game. I think we could see a lower scoring game in Brewers Mariners with a total set at 6.5, 7. So really low total, minus 155. I think it's an okay price to lay for those 2 pitchers to get shut out or to shut out the first inning. So that's going to do it for the show, guys. Quick recap here. Cleveland money line minus 140, Yankees money line even odds, and the no-run first inning Brewers and Mariners minus 155. As always, guys, if you enjoy the content, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the content at Better and Green. We have NFL and college football right around the corner. We're going to be doing a ton of fantasy football. We're going to be doing future previews for both the NFL and college football, and then weekly shows all throughout the season. Every single bowl game once it gets to bowl season. So check us out there, guys, if you are a football fan. And as always, if you could just take that long to hit that like button, it really, really helps us out. Again, 10 likes, 3 comments, which really means 1 comment more than likely. We'll get a bonus play in tomorrow's episode. And don't really care what the comment is. Let me know what game you want to talk about. Leave an emoji. Anything helps. So really appreciate you guys viewing this video. I hope you all have a profitable night. Again, no video on Friday, but we'll see you in tomorrow's episode on Wednesday of Daily Dingers. Thanks for watching.